nun, anong lessons ang pwedeng gamitan noon? Kasi yun naman ang MOV ni Master Teachers. Later on, you will see kung ano ang trabaho ni Master Teacher. Number 3, manages an environment conducive to learning. Masyado nang palasak yung word na conducive, fellow teachers. When we speak of conduciveness of the learning environment of your classroom, we're talking here, the learning environment is your classroom per se. And when we speak of conduciveness of the classroom, andiyan dyan, fellow teachers, yung cleanliness. Andiyan dyan yung order. Andiyan dyan yung safety of the children. Andiyan dyan yung arrangement of the chairs. Yung structuring of your bulletin boards. Na hindi siya once a year lang, ha? Ang pag-structure po ng bulletin board is by grading period. Hindi once a year. Okay, the ventilation, your windows, your everything there, na sana naman malinis naman po siya. Free of dirt, free of harm, free of risk, free of dangers para po sa ating mga estudyante. Yun ang ibig sabihin, environment conducive to learning. Can you do this all alone, especially for kinder and grade 1, 2? Of course you cannot. That's why you have your ate. That's why you have your cleaners. That's why you have your parents. And these are part of the things that you have to discuss with your parents. We can only do so much. Our department, our agency, the Department of Education can only do so much. Others which we cannot do, we can ask from the parents, services that they can do. Kagaya nung tayo na the other day, yung mga kinder natin, nag-open house po tayo for kindergarten, otherwise known as the kids. Kids na, KIPS ang tawag nila ng open house. Maraming mga bata ang napadumi sa sahig ng CR. Kahit meron naman po tayong mga non-teaching, pero syempre, di ba, napaka naman na naglilinis ka ng poop di ba, sa sahig, sa floor. So sana masabi po yan ng mga teachers natin doon sa key stage 1, doon sa ating kindergarten, grade 1 and grade 2, na we need the help of the parents, na sana maka-assign kayo ng parents to work to help us out. At kung ayaw nila, it is but proper that, with your paglalambing, sana meron silang ma-hire na dagdag sa mga non-teaching na meron tayo. As of today, we have SB1, we have to review, we have DepEd, we have Rizal, we have Quezon, we have multipurpose, we have Castelo, we have SB2, we have Makay, we have Tandang Sora, we have Gabaldon, and soon to rise, yung ating admin building that makes us now 11 buildings so far. So magkakaroon po tayo ng 11 buildings, hindi pa po nabibilang ang HE kapag ginawa pa ang HE. We only have but 5 erin miles. Erin miles po natin, 5 lang po yan. We only have 4 MOE paid teaching personnel, non-teaching. Ang isa pa doon, driver pa po. So all in all, we only have but 8 na mga tao po natin dito, or 9 na tao natin na tumutulong-tulong. But we have 11 buildings. At sa isang building lang, ilang CR po meron tayo. May matatapos ng ating non-teaching yung isang CR, nalinisan na niya, paglipat niya sa kabila, madumi na naman yung inalisan niya. I hope you understand how hard it is for our non-teaching to maintain the cleanliness and the order of the building, knowing for the fact that they are not only, focused on the CR, but also the hallways, also the stairs, also the basura, and so on and so forth. So I hope you are more than understanding doon sa mga lapses if there are any ng ating mga non-teaching personnel. And for this reason, I hope that you can also appeal to our parents for the hiring of, mga ate-ate natin na i-explain niyo po yung maigi sa kanila, at baka mamaya magiging issue po yan. As in the past na naging issue po siya. Pero in most of my schools, when I was in in San Agustin, in San Gabriel, in Maligaya, in most of my schools. Ang kinder, grade 1, grade 2, lahat po yan meron silang mga hired na mga parents. At honorarium lang binibigay nila. Nanggagaling din yun from among the parents na napagkasunduan ng mga parents. Walang exact amount na binibigay. Basta kung sinong willing na magbigay, yun ang nagiging sweldo ng hinahire nila na volunteer parent. Pero yun ay, hindi nagreklamo ang mga parents sa mga schools na nabanggit ko po kasi maliwanag po yun. Inaapila ng mga teachers. Kasi remember, fellow teachers, that we are not required to require our parents to pay for non-teaching personnel. Tatandaan po natin yan. But we can appeal. And we hope that they can understand. This is all for their children. Kasi kagaya ng ibawa ng kindergarten, ang iba dyan naiihi pa, ang iba dyan napupupo, ang iba dyan may kailangan mo pang ikaw ang taga-gupit ng kanilang juice para mabuksan, ikaw taga-bukas ng kanilang baon. So if you have 20 for kindergarten, if you have 20 pupils in a class, imagine 25 yan na isa-isa mong aasikasuhin. Pero kung meron sanang parent, volunteer parent, ang isang section na yan, who is more than willing, willing na kahit magkano lang ang kanyang matatanggap, at alam niyo ng mga parents in the section, wala siguro magiging issue. Kasi kagaya ng sa San Agustin ko noon, nakita naman kasi ng mga parent na yung kanilang hinire na parent din, parent volunteer, siyang tagapaglaban. Kung napupo yung bata, nilalabhan muna ng volunteer parent yung shorts o yung palda, yung salawan ng bata. Kasi hinahang yun at pinapalitan ng parent volunteer bago umuwi yung bata, maayos na ang bata. Mula sa pinang mga donation ng mga damit. So napakabuti nung parent volunteer ko sa San Agustin noon. Nang hingi-hingi siya sa mga teachers ng mga napaglumaan na ba ng mga damit, mga shorts, mga pante ng mga anak ng mga teachers. At iniipon niya po yan. Yung pala, kapag may nagpupo na bata o napaihi na bata, yun ang pinapalit niya muna pansamantala dun sa bata para yung bata ay may pamalit bago umuwi. Habang nilalabhan naman nung parent volunteer yung damit na nadumihan. Nung nakita yun ng mga parents, my God, overflowing yung tulong. Walang amount na sinabi sa mga parent, but some would say na nag-promise, nag-pledge, na ako na lang ngayon ang magbabayad sa ating parent volunteer for this month. Hindi naging issue. Diba? Kasi nakita nila na it's all for their children. I hope that you can do the same thing, fellow teachers. I hope that the parent will not think na kumikita tayo or kumikita kayo doon sa sinisingil na honorarium for the hired parent volunteer. Sana hindi nila yung maramdaman para hindi tayo malagay sa alanganin. Dapat na ang isipin nila, ito ay para sa anak namin. Okay? So, Ma'am, Master Teacher na tayo agad, ma'am. Sa ano po muna, Ma'am Sel, doon sa proficient teachers. Okay. Teacher 1, 2, 3 lang po muna, ma'am. Okay, so number 4, you have addresses learning diversity. No two pupils are the same. Walang pareho pong estudyante walang dalawang estudyante na magkakapareho po ang kanilang strengths and weaknesses. And for this reason, fellow teachers, papasok dito yung ating sinasabi na groupings na sari-saring activity for different needs of our children kasi diverse sila. Kaya mula sa ating presentation of the lesson hanggang sa development of the lesson, sa ating pag-generalize, sa pagbigay natin ng formative test, sa pagbigay ng ating assignment, dapat yun iba-iba siya according to the performance of our children. Hindi siya unison. Hindi strike one for all. Kasi the need of one is different from the other. Some of your pupils are readers, others are not. Some can comprehend, others cannot. Pero it would be unfair for the children if you give them similar activity for all. Kaya pumapasok lagi ang groupings pero teachers. Kaya meron tayong remediation, enrichment, reinforcement. It only goes to say na iba-iba kasi ang mga bata ng pangangailangan. Kaya sana po, as early as possible, on the first week of the month of the opening, magkaroon na kayo ng inventory of children's strengths and weaknesses of their special talents. Dapat sa unang linggo pa lang, fellow teachers, ina-identify mo na, itong si Juan, ano siya? Magaling siya saan? Kulang siya saan? Itong si Pedro, anong special talent niya? Siya ba ay reader? Kung reader siya, ano siya? Word? So phrase? Sentence? Paragraph? With comprehension? Without comprehension? Siya ba ay numerate? Kung numerate siya, saan siya particular magaling? In addition ba? Subtraction? Multiplication? Division? Kung hindi siya numerate, saan siya mas dapat uunahin ang kanyang pagbibigay sa kanya ng tulong? So, ganun sana, fellow teachers, please make time na gumawa kayo ng inventory of your children's strengths and weaknesses, including their talents and special skills. Para alam nyo, baka mamaya, pinitik mo yan, fellow teachers, kasi hindi siya marunong bumasa. Yun pala, anak siya ng judge. Ha? Dapat alam nyo sino ang inyong estudyante. Mamaya, meron kayong napagalitan dyan. Diba? Yung pala, ang nanay niya ay superintendent. Like what happened sa Project 6. Diba? Like what happened sa Project 6. Kasi ando doon ang anak ni Sir Freddy, ando doon ang anak ng dati nating assistant superintendent na nalipat na superintendent na ngayon sa Pasig. Okay? Ando doon yung mga anak nila kasi special science pala ang Project 6. At isa sila sa unang nagre-reklamo. So sabi ko, nagkulang si teacher, hindi niya kinilala ang kanyang mga estudyante. Dapat kilalanin nyo sino ang tatay nito, sinong nanay nito, saan nagtatrabaho, saan connected. You should know your children from head to foot. That's part of you addressing learners' diversity. Because if you know them so well, pag alam na alam niyo ang mga estudyante niyo, you can right away provide the proper remediation, the proper reinforcement, the proper enrichment, the proper teaching strategies, the proper treatment to the child. And this is also for your own protection, fellow teachers. For your own protection. Remember, masyadong mabigat ang child abuse, child protection policy sa Department of Education. Hindi na ako nakikichismis sa inyo just to prove my worth. Gusto ko lang patunayan at totoo yung ating sinasabi. And it has been, anyway, a knowledge of all. Isang tinamaan ng child protection policy, no less than si Sir Briones, who is now on appeal kasi he was dismissed from service because of child violation of child protection policy. Na-dismiss po si Sir Francis Briones, our supervisor. Ang kaso lang po, violation of child protection policy. That's how it is, fellow teachers. Remember that child protection policy is non-prescriptive. It does not prescribe. It goes back to the time that the violation was committed. Baka sabihin niyo, hindi, high school na yung bata ngayon. Wala nang child protection policy. The child is already 18 years of age. He is not anymore child, or the child is already 19 years of age, 20 years of age. When parents discover the infraction. Unfortunately, fellow teachers, hindi ganon. It does not prescribe. It goes back to the time that the offense was committed. Tatandaan lagi yon. Kasi kaya it will help you so much. It will be up to your advantage if you know your children by heart, if you know them from head to foot. Hindi lang ito para magturo kayo ng maayos, but also for your protection. Also for your protection. Baka nahampas mo yung bata dahil hindi marunong bumasa, yung pala hindi talaga siya kasi marunong bumasa. And you do not know. Huh? That's number 4. Number 5, implements and supervises curricular and co-curricular programs to support learning. Although there has been a pronouncement by no less than the Secretary of the Department of Education that no non-curricular activities will be conducted within the year that will affect the delivery of curricular activities. To differentiate the two, when we speak of curricular, these are all the learning areas. Activities pertaining to English, math, science, Filipino, and so on and so forth. Pag co-curricular activities, these are activities that are not graded. Mga non-graded ito sila that we can go about it. We may not conduct it kasi it will not affect anyway yung grades ng mga bata and yung mga, although it can develop them further to become independent learners, to become responsible individuals. Pero po, pwede naman siya yung activity na yon. We consider as co-curricular approach, incorporated na lang in the different activities that you do for the curricular enhancements, which you do inside the classroom. O pwede naman din yon, di po ba? So, monitors and evaluates learners' progress and undertakes activities to improve learner performance. I do not have any negative thought, fellow teachers, whether or not you fail the child. Wala, hindi ko i-question yan. Remember that you are the manager of your classroom. And for that reason, I from this point of view, I always have that high regard to teachers that because you are the manager of your classroom, you know the in and the out of your classroom. You know every corner of your classroom. You know every child that you are handling. Because you are the manager. Di po ba? Dapat hands-on ka. Kaya pag halimbawa the teacher decides to fail the child, hindi ko kine-question yan. Pero ito lang ang itatanong ko. Have you done everything to the best of your skills and competences, fellow teachers, to save the child from failing? Yun lang ang itatanong ko lagi sa'yo. Bago mo ba pinail yung bata, ginawa mo lahat just to save the child? Nag-home visitation ka na ba? Nag-remedial teaching ka na ba? Diba? Nagawa mo na po ba lahat-lahat yun? Have you had the conference with the parents? Did you ask other pupils in the class na tumulong sa'yo? Did you ask help from your master teachers? Paano siya gagawin? Did you ask help from your head teacher? From your guidance teacher? If you cannot do anything para matulungan yung bata? Have you exhausted all the remedies available? Lahat po ba nagawa mo? Then if everything has been done, kung nagawa mo na po lahat, fellow teachers, that you leave no stone unturned, then it's okay. I bow down to you. You can fail the child. Pero kung hindi mo pa nagawa, fellow teachers, by all means, may makonsensya kayo. Makonsensya kayo to fail the child na hindi nyo naman po tinulungan. Hindi nyo naman po tinulungan. Remember, isa yun sa trabaho nyo. You have to monitor. You have to monitor the progress of the child. Dapat, nung simula pa lang, nakita mo na, if you did monitor the progress, the performances of your children, dapat, simula pa lang, nakita mo na, naku, lagot, itong batang ito, babagsak ito pag hindi ko tinulungan. Pero kailan mo nalaman? At the end of the school year. Doon nagko-compute ka na for the final rating. Is that fair and square, fellow teachers? Sana hindi ganon. It's okay to fail the child. But please, exhaust all the remedies available to you. Sana walang konsensya sa puso mo na maiiwan nung binagsak mo yung bata. Kasi sasabihin mo, nagawa ko na lahat-lahat. I can face before man and God that you have done everything to the best of your capabilities according to your responsibilities. Pero wala talaga eh. Wala talaga. Suko na lahat-lahat. Then siguro it's just but proper to train the child, to give lesson to the child. Diba? Maybe kailangan niyang bumalik ng grade level para siya maging independent, para siya maging responsible. Then it's okay with me. Pero sana nga, fellow teachers, you have done your tasks. You have completed the responsibilities required of you. Then updates or maintains updated records of learners' progress. Sana, fellow teachers, wag maulit yung tayo na lang po ang natira para mag-update ng ating LIS at the end of the school year. Of the 12 schools in Congressional District 6, tayo po ang huling-huling nakapag-validate sa LIS. Tayo po ang huling-huling nakapag-validate. Worse, lagi po itong pinopost ni Ms. Sharon ng SGOD. At nakikita po yan mula kay Ma'am Superintendent hanggang sa kahuli-hulihang principal ng Quezon City. Both elementary and secondary. Diba? Nakikita po yon that we were the last to update, to validate, and to submit yung ating end of school year enrollment. What happens? When in fact, it's one of the responsibilities of the teachers to maintain updated records of learners' progress. Why is it that only at the end of the year that you were able to discover that this child ay hindi pa na-release ng kanyang unang-unang pinanggalingan na eskwelahan? I would like to reiterate this once again, fellow teachers. Ang problema, hindi lang po natin problema. Hindi nyo lang po problema. If you cannot do anything about the problem, please tell Ma'am Adele, Ma'am Del Mendo. Pag hindi po nila kayang solusyonan, andito po ako. If hindi ko po kayang solusyonan, andyan dyan po ang ating mga supervisors. Andyan dyan ang ating assistant superintendent. Andyan dyan ang ating superintendent. All of these are but responsibilities. Trabaho po natin lahat-lahat ng ito. Huwag niyo pong suluhin kung hindi niyo po kayang gawin. Na at the end of the year, lahat-lahat tayo damay-damay. Kung ang bata ay ayaw i-release ng parent ng school niya kasi siya ay may financial obligations, sabihan niyo kami kasi hindi po yan po pwede, and the private school knew that. Oriented po sila niyan, madidelikado sila niyan. The right to education is a right. It is not a privilege. It is being sanctioned by notice done by the Constitution of the Republic of the Philippines. It is not the liability, it's not the problem of the child if the parent cannot pay the tuition fee. Hindi po trabaho ni child ang magbayad ng tuition fee niya. So hindi dapat si child mag-suffer. Alam yon ng private school. Much that we respect the right of the private school to earn, diba? Kasi may negosyo nila yan, pero hindi dapat madadamay si bata. Habulin nila si parent. Anyway, pag-release naman nila ng bata, hindi naman nangangahulugan na tatakbo na si parent sa kanyang utang doon. Diba? Kasi nakalagay pa naman doon with pending financial obligation doon sa LIS. Kaya i-release niya lang. We just have to know na yung bata ay nakatapos. Diba? Nakatapos lang siya ng grade level na yan para mailagay natin siya sa sunod na grade level. Baka mamaya kasi, nilagay natin ng grade 2. Yun pala, hindi pa siya nakatapos ng grade 2 doon sa private school. Diba ba? Hindi pala siya nakatapos, tapos in-enroll na natin siya sa grade 3. Yun lang naman ang ating yun lang naman ang gusto nating malaman. I-release lang nila and we will be helping the private school. Kasi merong undertaking na pipirmahan sa atin ng parent na kailangan maibigay niya sa atin yung hinihingi natin na dokumento. Every month yun, nire-renew niya yung undertaking na yan until such time na makomplete na niya rin yung requirements na hinihingi natin. Then, kung halimbawa ayaw niya pa rin, tell us. You share the problem sa atin. at gagawan ko po yun ng solusyon. Hindi po pwedeng walang solusyon ang problema, fellow teachers. Pero hindi po pwede na andoon na tayo sa dulo, tsaka nyo palang sasabihin, ay ma'am, itong batang ito may utang kasi kaya hindi siya nare-release ng kanyang pinanggalingang eskwelahan. Hindi po pwedeng ganun, fellow teachers. Magtulungan tayo, andito po kami. Huwag niyo pong suluhin. The problem is, kung hindi nyo rin naman kasi, ina-update ko yung record ng bata, kaya hindi nyo rin nalalaman na hindi pa rin pala siya nare-release. Lagi ko pong inahahalin tulad ang LIS sa pagtatanim natin. Na pag nagtanim ka, maya't maya, pinupuntahan mo, dinidiligan mo, chinecheck mo kung nagka-thrive na siya, kung nag-grow siya. Ganon din po ang LIS. Once you input the data of the child, i-check mo siya every now and then kung yung mga request mo doon, kung may pending ka pa ba na request, baka meron pa, kung meron pa din follow up again, or kung wala na, okay na. So gano'n, i-check mo rin siya every now and then. Kung may problema, we have list administrator, we have list coordinator, we have Ma'am Del Mendo here, we have Ma'am Adele. You are very lucky that in Paracito del Mundo, we have head teachers. In other school, we do not have. Sulong-sulo lahat ng principal. Please, we are all in here. Kasama tayo dito. Huwag niyong suluhin. If you cannot do anything, then share the burden. Huwag niyong suluhin. Okay? Counsels and guides learners. Every teacher, every advisor is a guidance teacher. Huwag na kunting problema lang, dadalhin nyo na kay Ma'am Annabel. Remember that Ma'am Annabel has also her own class to attend to. Kayo munang mag-solve ng problema nyo as regards the behavior of the child. Do the conference with parents. Iko-conference nyo muna sa nanay. Di ba? Huwag muna na diretso na kaagad kay Ma'am Del Mendo. Kung kailangan na si guidance teacher, tsaka pa lang. Remember, every advisor is a guidance teacher. Yun lagi ang guide natin dyan. Yun ang mantra natin, fellow teachers. Works with relevant stakeholders, both internal and external, to promote learning and improve school performance. Here, we are not prevented from engaging our stakeholders to help us, but we do not require. Yun ang dyan. Diba? We ask help, but we do not impose. We work with our stakeholders, what we do not require. This is not mandatory. They are always free to choose whether or not to help us out. If they opted not to help, then so be it. It will not affect pupils' behavior or grades. If the parents opted to help us out, then thank you. We have the gratitude. We are forever grateful. Ganun lang lagi sana, fellow teachers. But it matters so much if you have a good working relationship with your parents. Alam niyo po, kapag maganda ang inyong relasyon sa inyong parents, silang una-unang sasalo sa inyo pag may problema. I have been there. Huwag niyo pong sabihin, principal ka kasi hindi mo alam. No! I was once a teacher. I was once a teacher one. Hindi wag niyo pong sabihin sa akin dati hindi po ako po naranasan maging teacher. I was once a teacher one. It was all because of hard work that I will reach this far. But I was once a teacher one. I was once struggling as a teacher. Pero naniniwala ako as based from experience na pag maganda po ang relationship ninyo sa inyong parents, una-una pong tutulong sa inyo, una-una pong sasalo sa inyo pag may problema ang mga parents. Please be reminded with that. Undertakes activities towards personal and professional growth. Fellow teachers, the responsibility to make you grow, the responsibility for you to improve and to develop as responsible professionals really lie on your shoulders. We are only here to help you out, to pave the way, to give the learning grounds for you to to grow where you were planted. Yun ang sinasabi nila, you grow where you were planted. Kung saan ka nilagay, sana you grow. Sana you have the commitment. Kasi in a way, ang lagi-laging isipin nyo, this is, you will also be, you will benefit from it anyway. Na pag may binigay na assignment sa inyo, it's all because we see in you the potentials. Of the 143 teachers here, iilan lang ba ang pinili ni Ma'am Adele na maging department heads, magiging guidance team, magiging grade chairs, magiging learning area coordinators? Only very few from out of 143 teachers, and you have to be very grateful. Imagine, 143 teachers yan, ikaw ang napili maging department, maging learning area o maging department head ng English, ng Filipino, ng Science. Ikaw ang napiling maging coordinator ng journalism, ng SDR, ng WINS, ng guidance, ng clinic, and so on and so forth. Ikaw ang napiling maging grade chairs. There must be something in you that the office has seen. You must have the potential, that a grade chair must possess. And you have to be happy with the assignment. You have to be happy. It should not be a burden, fellow teachers. Dapat hindi nyo tinitinan na, naku po, grade chair ako. Ang dami kong gagawin. Dapat hindi ganun. Kasi that's unnecessary stress. Every assignment is an opportunity to grow. Dapat laging ganun. Ulitin ko naman sa inyo, I would like to share to you the wisdom given to me by Ma'am Fuentes. I may consider that she is one of my idols. Lagi niyang sinasabi sa akin, kasi nung siya ay superintendent natin, lagi sinasabi, ako na naman ang padadala niyo po, Ma'am, sa seminar. Na-attenan ko na kaya yun, Ma'am. Ganun din po yun. Sasabihin niya sa akin, Debbie, walang nag-LBM sa pag-attend ng seminar. Every seminar is an opportunity to grow. Every seminar is a learning opportunity. Every seminar is a different experience because another speakers na naman ang mag-share at iba naman ang kanyang experience as compared to the other speaker na narinig mo na. And until today, hindi ko po yun makakalimutan. And I was forever grateful kay Ma'am Fuentes. I hope that you feel the same thing, fellow teachers. I hope that the responsibility, the assignments, the added assignments given to you will not serve as a burden on you. I hope that you look at it on a positive note. I hope that you look at it as a learning opportunity. It's a opportunity for you to grow and to be comfortable sa inyong sarili. It's a mortal sin to retire as teacher 1. It's a mortal sin to retire as teacher 1. Na na-promote lang kayo as teacher 2 because of the service that you have rendered in the department. Sana hindi ganun. Sana hindi ganun. Huwag naman na nag-teacher 2 ka because you have served 20 years in service. Kasi it's a personal fulfillment naman eh. When you grow up the ladder of our profession, it's a fulfillment. You are proud that you have gone through this, that you have achieved this much when others cannot, despite the hectic schedules that we have, despite the mountainous responsibilities that we have, you were able to make it. And you should be proud of that accomplishment. And thus other related works. Ito na naman tayo sa related works. I would like to emphasize, fellow teachers, related works. Related to where? Related to 1 to 10. Hindi lang kahit anong nasasabihin. Inutusan ka ni master teacher, uy, punta ka nga dito, gawin mo, i-solve mo itong, i-compute mo yung mga grades ng estudyante ko. Itanong mo teacher 1 and 3 sa sarili mo. Reviewin mo ulit itong duties and responsibilities. Number 1 to 10. Ando dun ba sa duties and responsibilities ko na gawin ko ang trabaho ni master teacher? Mukhang wala yata. So kung wala, hindi siya related works. Do not do it. Do not do it. Nakalagay po ba dyan na gagawin mo, ikaw ang magsa-structure ng bulletin board ni grade chair mo? Or else, bababaan niya ang grade mo? Tingnan ulit ang responsibilities number 1 to 10. Nakasulat ba dyan na ikaw ang gagawa ng bulletin board ni grade chair? Basa, 1 to 10, wala. It is not related work, and therefore we should not do it. I hope everyone is listening. Master teachers, grade chairs, teachers 1 to 3, I hope you are listening. I hope the message is loud and clear. Only those that are related to number 1 to 10 ay po pwedeng gawin ni teachers 1 to 3. Let's go to the duties and responsibilities of master teachers 1 to 4. Kasi magkakaroon na po ng master teacher 3 and 4. Models, exemplary practice in the application of content knowledge and pedagogy, showing its integration within and across learning areas. Again, master teachers, hindi lang that you show mastery. You have to model. Ano ibig sabihin ng model? You have to demonstrate. This is a higher learning skill. Mababang skill ang mastery lang. Kasi we are expected to master the skill. Diba? After graduation in the 4 years course, you are expected to master the skills. Nire-reiterate lang yan for teacher 1 to 3. But if you are a master teacher 1 to 4 or 2 in our consumption, we do not expect you to just simply master the skill or the content and be able to apply it, to integrate it across different learning areas. We expect the master teacher to model exemplary practice. Exemplary practices that are not usual, that are not usually done by teacher 1 to 2 to 3. Diba? So yun ang hinahanap natin dito. You model, you exhibit, you demonstrate, and be able to integrate these exemplary practices to different learning areas within and across the learning areas. Number 2, you conduct in-depth studies or action researches. Kayo lang ang nire-require, fellow teachers, although it is a plus factor for teachers 1 to 3, na gumawa din ng sarili nilang innovation, sarili nilang action researches or in-depth studies. For master teacher, it is your responsibility, master teachers, to make action researches. And I would like to take the opportunity to remind Ma'am Adele and to the chair of our the research na dapat magkaroon kayo ng research colloquium. Ano yung research colloquium? Diba, dami na kong finish, approved action researches ng mga teachers ng klase doon. Dapat pinipresent na po ito sa mga teachers. Ng fellow teachers, ito yung action research ni Mama Beth about this teaching strategy, and it has been validated, it has been proven effective, and you can apply this to your respective classes. Dapat nagkakaroon ng research colloquium. We will do that, fellow teachers. Dapat malaman nyo ano na yung mga studies na ginawa ng mga teachers, proven effective, that you can also imitate, that you can also use in your respective classes. Yun naman ang purpose dyan, di ba? Kaya nga tayo nag-action research. And in the same way, collateral effect nito, by doing the colloquium, teachers will also be guided as to how to prepare an action research. Works with colleagues to create learning-focused environments that promote learner responsibility and achievements. It is not always lab session between the master teacher and the teachers 1 to 3. Master teachers among themselves may organize themselves, may discuss among themselves their observations sa kanilang mga sariling mga mentees, and hopefully they can create a community of learning. Di ba, magkaroon silang sharing of experiences. And hopefully, they can, as a product of that engagement, maka-create sila ng mga best practices that they can share across different grade levels. Sana meron kayong ganun. Ha? With our master teacher here, dapat that will form part of your action plan. Yung organized community of learning by doing a LAC session between and among the master teachers. Assist colleagues to implement differentiated teaching strategies that are responsive to learner diversity. Diba? Ang learner diversity addresses learners diversity. Yung ay kasama yun sa trabaho ni teachers 1 to 3. But as master teacher, you have to lead them. You have to assist them. Kung paano yan ginagawa ang differentiated teaching strategies. Hindi siya po pwedeng unison. One action, one group work for all the pupils, hindi po pwede yun. Ha? Hindi po pwede isang activity lang for all. Isang assignment lang for all. Knowing very well that some got 4 and 5, others got 3 and 4, others got 2 and 1, others got 0. So bakit kailangan isang assignment lang? It should be a differentiated assignment. That should be differentiated learning activities. And who will help assist the teachers, the proficient teachers? It should be the master teachers. Hindi na ba trabaho ni principal? You know, I will be there. Don't you worry. And generous sa pag-share of whatever I have. Hindi problema po yun sa akin, fellow teachers. We will always be there. But first, we have to know what are our duties and responsibilities. Initiate programs and projects that can enhance the curriculum and its implementation. Do not rely solely on the curriculum provided by the Department of Education. What is curriculum? Again, these are the list of competencies that a pupil must learn, must master before at the end of the school year for the pupil to be able to go to the next level. Ito po yung listahan ng mga lessons, every grade level, every grading period na dapat may mamamaster ni bata bago siya makarating sa sunod na grading period. Do you have budget of work? Master teachers, you have to check. May budget of work po ba ang ating mga teachers? Meron po ba silang curriculum? May listahan po ba sila ng MEL? May listahan po ba sila ng lab? Dapat kasama po yun sa chine-check ninyo before we start the school year. Baka mamaya walang budget of work si teacher. Wala pala siyang kopyang hard copy ng MEL. Sasabihin ni teacher, ma'am, nasa computer ko, ay nak ng tinapa. Hard copy po ang hinahanap po natin dito. Okay, hard copy. Kasi we are now in school physical face-to-face. So we need hard copies. These are things that must be in the table of the teacher. Na pag hinanap sa kanya, agad-agad makukuha niya. Every time that you observe classes, dapat merong curriculum guide. Dapat merong budget of work. Dapat andyan dyan ang kanyang lesson plans, lesson exemplars. Master teachers. Leads colleagues in the design, evaluation, interpretation, and utilization of different types of assessment tools for the improvement of the teaching learning processes. Ano ibig sabihin ng assessment tools? Tools used to determine the progress in the performances of the children. Whether or not, ito man po ay written or oral. Kung siya ay performance-based, dapat may rubrics. Kung HE yan na lesson, diba? Chine-check siya based on how the pupil performed the task. So wala siyang choices na A, B, C. So performance siya. And how do you assess the performance task of the children? By using the rubrics. Tulungan si teachers paano gumawa ng rubrics. Ang rubrics ba solo lang nagawa ni teacher? No, it can be shared to pupils. Pwedeng tanungin ang mga bata paano nila gustong sila ay i-rate. Pwedeng ganun, fellow teachers. Master teachers, please. Part of the action plan is to discuss, to assist, to lead our colleagues in the determination and interpretation in the use of the different assessment tools. After the assessment text, after the evaluation, teachers should also be taught how to interpret the results. Item analysis will come in. Nag-submit ng item analysis si teacher, hanggang doon lang natapos. Na pag-submit niya ng item analysis, tapos na ang trabaho ni teacher. Hindi ganun, fellow teachers. We're wasting our time. Kapag nag-submit na siya ng item analysis, dapat magkaroon ng lock session. Evaluate, interpret the item analysis. Anong ibig sabihin ng mga data na yun? Anong ibig sabihin ng graph na yun? Di ba parang kagaya ng masteral natin? Di ba we verbalize the result of our study? Hindi lang tayo nag-present ng mga data na, hindi lang tayo naglagay ng graph, ng table. We verbalize, we interpret. Sinasabi natin, in-explain natin during the defense, anong ibig sabihin nung 90%, anong ibig sabihin ng lateral result, anong ibig sabihin ng vertical result. Di ba ganon? Ganon din po yung item analysis. Ini-interpret ko yun. Bini-verbalize ko yun. I-explain po, turuan po natin ang ating mga teachers anong ibig sabihin ng mga result na yun. Please, you initiate, you lead fellow teachers in the design evaluation. And it is not always paper and pencil text. It is not always paper and pencil text. There are different ways of assessing pupils for performances. You can have performance tasks, you can have immersion, diba? You can have debates, you can have focus group discussion, na makikita mo, nagdidebatehan yung mga bata or nagkakaroon lang sila ng, diba, different assessment kung hindi lang lagi paper and pencil, bring out a piece of paper, your pencil, then answer this one. Hindi lang lagi ganon. There are many ways of assessing the performances of children. Be creative, be resourceful, and your master teachers will help you out. Updates, parents, guardians on learners' needs, progress, and achievement. Here you are, professional teachers. Sabi ko kanina, it's okay to tell the child if you have exhausted all the remedies available to you, if you have exhausted all these strategies available to you, but kung nataubos mo na lahat-lahat on your own level, at dito pa pala si master teacher, hindi mo pa ibabagsak si bata, kasi the master teacher will come in. Tutulungan pa, lahat ng ginawa mo, walang nangyari. Talagang wala pa rin nangyari sa bata. Huwag mo munang ibagsak si bata. But because, andyan si master teacher, kailangan, tumutulong siya, mag-come in na si master teacher to help you out, paano ma-save yung bata from failing, from dropping out. So you share the problem sa master teacher. Strengthen school community partnership to enrich engagement of internal and external stakeholders in the educative process. Internal stakeholders, teachers, non-teaching personnel, parents, pupils, admin. External, business sector, religious sectors, alumni. Yun ang ibig sabihin ng mga external. Government and non-government organizations, NGOs, private sectors. Are we prohibited from engaging their services and from asking for their expertise? No. We have to strengthen school community partnership. Isa kasama yun. And it's good enough that we have here Sir Efren to lead us in the stakeholders engagement because we would like to strengthen school and community partnerships. Establishes link with colleagues through attendance and memberships in professional organization for self-growth and advancement. Like what? Like modern teachers. Diba? Sana magkaroon kayo ng seminars, trainings, NAIAP seminars. Pinakamagandang seminars ang NAIAP. Why? Kasi sila talaga ang training agency ng Department of Education. Kapag yun pang ginamit ninyo, certificate nilang ginamit nyo for the renewal of our teacher's license, no question. Ay maganda yun. You grab the opportunity if the NAIAP offers mga free seminars online and kasi napakaganda ng kanilang certificate. Kahit saan kayo pumunta, tanggap na tanggap yun. Unlike in the private na mga seminars, usually hindi siya kinikredit. Kasi kailangan accredited sila ng civil service. And NAIAP being the training agency of the Department of Education, o nakita lang yung logo nila sa certificate, no question asked. I hope the master teachers would share yung mga professional links, training providers na free sa ating mga teachers for them to enroll and register. Anyway, these are all free for professional advancement. Or you can also encourage them to enroll in postgraduate studies. Again, kapag sinabi na pag teacher 1, it's a mortal sin to retire as teacher 1. Provides technical assistance through demo teaching, mentoring, coaching, class monitoring, and observation, organizing, leading, serving of trainers, facilitators, and teachers, quality circles, and labs. Before we start the observation of classes, we will schedule demonstration by master teachers. Kaya prepare master teachers. You will be the first to be grilled by our teachers. The first to demonstrate will be master teachers. It's only after demonstration of the master teachers that the COT will start. So after today, we will be asking schedule ng demonstration ng mga master teachers. Hindi sila po pwedeng mag-observe hanggat hindi muna sila makapag-demonstrate. Kailangan mag-demo teaching muna si master teacher bago siya mag-observe ng klase. Will that be okay, teachers? Will that be okay? Kasi when I was in other schools, nung sinabi ko na sa mga teachers na master teacher will observe classes, naku, may isang teacher na tumayo. Ma'am, before you allow the master teacher to observe us, can we first observe the master teachers? How to do it? Okay? So, na-shock yung mga master teachers. Because the proficient teachers would like to see first how the master teachers are teaching. And more or less, maybe, they would like to get some idea of what are the expectations of that master teachers kapag siya'y nag-observe sa teacher. Diba? Makikita mo kasi yun eh. Para makita ko, ay, ano kayang hinahanapin ng master teacher ko pag in-observe niya ako. So, unang muna, kailangan makita ko muna siya. Paano siya muna magturo? Kasi sa kanyang pagtuturo, makakakuha ko ng idea kung ano ang kanyang gusto kapag siya ay nag-observe sa akin. Is that fair and square, master teachers? You cannot say yes. No. Okay, you cannot say no. That's one of the responsibilities. Now, doon na naman number 12, thus related works. Related works na naman. So again, ano yung related works? Only those that are related to numbers 1 to 11. Other than that, hindi nyo trabaho yan. Okay? So, we would like to ask later, magpapatuloy tayo. But before that, bago kay Ma'am Adele, can we have Ma'am Sel, yung gusto kong i-share sa inyo, this one, bago kay Ma'am Adele. We have DepEd Order number 8, series of 2007 on revised implementing guidelines on the management and operations of school canteens. Canteens may be managed either exclusive to ito teachers, ha? Wala siyang related. Number 3. So exclusive. School canteens may be managed either by school managed with principal on the lead and assigned canteen teacher or cooperative managed. I have nothing against cooperative. If you want fellow teachers to do it in a cooperative, if you want to get the canteen and you want a cooperative managed canteen, I am more than willing to give it out. Okay lang sa akin. No problem. It will not be a big deal. You just have to comply with the requirements of the cooperative. So, mapag-isipan nyo ng teacher's plan. What I would like to drive up here, there will only be one canteen in Placido del Mundo Elementary. And that canteen is located on the first floor of the Toribio building. No canteen inside the classroom. No canteen by the teacher's club. Wala dyan nakalagay na number 3, Teachers Club Managed Canteen. Problema po natin yan, fellow teachers, if you insist. There are only 2 ways to manage the canteen. It's either school managed or cooperative managed. Sinabi ko earlier, if you want to have a canteen by yourself, do it. Apply for a cooperative managed canteen. But for now, kasi wala pa kayong kooperatiba, it should be a school managed. My goodness, ang lakas-lakas ng ingay ng heavy equipment sa gilid. So, ibig pong sabihin dito again, fellow teachers, walang canteen sa mga classrooms, maliban po sa canteen na hahawakan ni Ma'am Rosalie. Walang canteen si Teachers Club. Walang canteen. Wala pong Teachers Club managed. Again, basa, school managed lang and cooperative managed according to DepEd Order number 8, series of 2007. Just to share with you, when I was in Lupang Pangako, the second school, agad-agad, humingi ng meeting sa akin si Mr. Season, the Teachers Club President. Yung pala, i-orient niya ako ng canteen style sa Lupang Pangako. At ang style nila po doon, walang canteen, walang school managed canteen, classroom managed canteen ang meron. So the teacher will just give 30 pesos sa office as share noong kanilang as a school share doon sa kanilang canteen, kanilang classroom managed canteen. Hindi ako pumayag. I discussed that in order number 8. Doon nag-start ang away namin ni Ernesto Season na umabot hanggang sa kanyang dismissal. He was a master teacher and he was dismissed from service. Doon po nagsimulang aming away. Lumipat po ako ng Maligaya Elef. Meron po doong Teachers Club store. May Teachers Club store po doon. Una-unang pinakiusap nila sa akin. Kasi panahon pa yun daw ng mga dating principal at kumikita sila doon. At kaya bongacious ang kanilang Christmas party. Sa lahat ng schools na sila talagang pinaka-bongacious. Punong-puno lagi ng regalo. Yung buong stage. Kasi may sariling canteen si Teachers Club. So, feeling ko, if it helps the teachers, it's okay. Here comes now, Miss Bayubay. Pumuka siya ng Maligaya Elementary. Nakita niya yung teacher's canteen, yung teacher's store. And you know what? The rest is history. Isa yun sa mga issues na ginamit niya against me, that I was inefficient, that I did not follow the order number 8, that I should be charged by the National Capital Region. So a complaint was filed by Ms. Bayubay against me in the NCR. That is one of the issues. Fortunately, fellow teachers, I was able to prove that it was not my making, it was not organized during my time, and I won the battle. Ayoko nang maulit po yan, fellow teachers. Ayoko na pong maulit yun. Ayoko sumabak sa gerang pwede ko naman pong iwasan. I choose my battle. Kaya mag-usap ang teachers club. You decide to have it, if you want to have a canteen, then do it cooperative. Manage canteen. Other than that, no canteen from the classroom, from the teachers club. Okay? Sana po, naliwanag po yun. Ako po ay nakasuhan na ilang beses niyan. Dahil sa camping, nakarating po kami sa NCR ni Ernesto Sison, sa DepEd Central, nakarating kaso namin doon. Hindi pa nakontento si Ernesto, nilabas niya, nakarating kami ng CHR, ng Human Rights, Commission on Human Rights, diyan sa Commonwealth. All because of the campaign. All because the teachers would like to earn something. All because the teachers would like to become merchants. But look at your roles and responsibilities. Ando doon po ba na kayo po ay magkaroon ng canteen sa inyong mga classrooms? Ando doon po ba na kailangan kayo maging merchants? Sasabihin nyo sa akin, Ma'am, bakit kami nagbebenta ng paninda ng canteen? Because that is according to DepEd Order number 8. It was not my order. Hindi ko sinabi na magbenta kayo. I can close the canteen. No? If it's only possible to close the canteen, I will close the canteen. But according to DepEd Order number 8 series of 2007, there should be a canteen in the school. And there are two ways of managing the canteen. It shall be either school managed or cooperative managed. And non-compliance, non-observing DepEd order would mean there is a corresponding penalty. Meron pong penalty ang DepEd order. Tingnan nyo sa last paragraph, lahat ng mga DepEd order, basahin nyo po sa last paragraph, may penal clause. Meron siyang penalty, may administrative case siya kapag hindi mo siya sinunod. Unlike in DepEd memorandum na wala siyang penal clause. It is not because I want to earn. It is not because I want to have money. It is all because of DepEd order number 8 that there should be a canteen. Now I'm willing wholeheartedly to give it out. If you want to manage the canteen, do it cooperatively. Teachers, so there is no classroom canteen. Pahuli kayo sa akin, I tell you. Ayun ko nang makakaso because of the canteen. I have done so, I learned my lesson the hardest way. Although I did not pay a single lawyer to defend me in all of my legal battles, I do it myself. But it was so stressful. Naisip ko ngayon, hindi ko naman kailangan nagkaroon ng kaso because of that eh. I can always get away from that kung nangyari siya. So next time around, it should not be, hindi na dapat ulit maulit. Kasi hindi naman kailangan maulit dahil kung sundin lang natin yung mga patakaran na nilalatag ng Department of Education. So that's it, fellow teachers. Kaya pala, sa lupang pangako, ang aga-aga, walang dala ang mga teachers kundi paninda. Ang lalaki ng mga bags nila. Makita mo, pulos candy, chocolates, biscuits. Walang lesson plan, walang visual aids. Pulos paninda. At ang ingay-ingay ng eskwelahan, yung pala hindi sila naglilipatan. At hindi sila naglilipatan. Kasi pinapaubos muna ni teacher paninda niya. Kailangan maubos muna. At pag tiniwala niya yung klase mo, hindi magbebenta. Wala na, hindi na nagawa yung 12 duties and responsibilities. Yung 11 duties and responsibilities of teaching. Kasi naging merchant na si teacher. Kasi meron po siyang paninda na kailangan niyang ibenta. All of those things, fellow teachers, I raise it as my defense. Lahat po yun, recorded ko. Lahat yun, ginamit ko to defend myself hanggang sa central office. And I won. In all of my legal battles, I won. Even without a lawyer.
Narinig mo yung sinabi sa Maligaya?
I was not studying law there.
Narinig mo yung pinento niya sa Maligaya?
Kasi simula pa lang sinabi ko na bawal, hindi pwede. But they insisted.
Teachers Club.
At may back, nagtitinda
Ito man yan? Meron daw
Ngayon, maraming parents nagreklamo, maraming
Meron daw naintindahan sa
marami
Maligaya.
nang sinisilip sa akin
Tapos,
semester season,
ano,
ang dami na, kasi nga,
Dami
hindi ko
daw
nga,
paninda.
hindi nga ako pumayag,
Tapos,
na may captains up sa classroom.
Kinasuhan siya.
So kung ano-ano lang hinahanap niya, kesyo strict ako sa lesson, kesyo
Siya yung nagtinda.
strict ako sa
Hindi siya nagtinda. Dati na daw yung
dami na.
Teachers Club Store.
It all
Tapos,
started
kasi parang nakiusap
with the
yung mga teacher na kasi
classroom
para daw
management.
may kitain daw kasi ginagamit.
But you know, when you are doing right,
Part.
kahit saan ka pumunta,
Pagpunta doon ng Bayubay, nakita.
mananalo.
Sino ba yung ba?
Okay,
Supervisor
next slide po, ma'am, Sen.
Superintendent.
So,
Ano
ito
nga yung
naman,
dati
included pa sa
Sabi
David
pa,
Order number
ng
8, the share on the school from the school
Si
managed
Sir
campaign
Morales
can be
din, alis din
utilized
dahil na
for
ano eh. Pumunta sa Bayubay
35%
ng
of which will go to school managed feeding program. This is a part of the
Maligaya,
school-based
si
feeding
Ma'am.
program.
Di ba nagka-
Si Resma
Iba po
Harris
yun.
doon. Dahil
Kaya,
dahil doon
Mga
nasa
people ng
isang-
campaign na room natin,
Pero
nanalo
gagamitin
din
siya.
siya.
Gagamitin po
Pero
natin siya
nanalo
sa
Nanalo
feeding.
si...
Ma'am Resma.
With Ma'am
Ay,
Kuya
ganun.
here.
Dinepend niya rin yung sarili niya.
Then
Na
the
wala
school
siyang
feeding
kinalaman.
fund ng
Na ano
5%.
ng mga
The
teacher.
faculty and student development fund
Pero
ng
sabi niya nga, ayaw
15%.
niya na daw maulit.
The HE,
Kaya raw walang
10%
magkakaroon
and
ng
the
teachers
school
study.
operations
Ibig sabihin,
35%.
hindi ikaw
I
sa
think
klase
it
mo
is only
mag-ulit.
25%.
Ganun.
Yes,
Oo, may ganun
25%
kasi.
lang po ito.
Ako
Now,
hindi, alam
let's
mo sa
go to
totoo lang,
number 3.
maganda na naging teacher
The
ako, hindi ako
faculty and
mahilig
student development fund. It was during my time
Kasi
as
sa atin,
a
nung kahit sa atin,
secretary
mga
of the
ganyan din mga
Association
Oo,
of
high school
Teachers
ko,
Association.
na yan.
This was
Wala akong naalala
Last
sa tinuro ng teacher sa second year high
of the
school ako.
15%, 8%
Puro
will
tinda ng
go to the
chocolate
teacher's
niya.
needs. and
Ikaw naman
7%
magpupuring
will
ka
go
kasi
to the
walang
teacher's
ginagawa. Di ba
needs.
papakain ka ng chocolate? Kasi
Ibibigay
sila
ko ba
lang
ito sa
eh.
teachers club? No. There was no mention. And then in order number 8, that the 8% will be given to the teachers club for their own consumption. Walang sinabi pong gano'n. Please read. Then in order number 8. It will be the school through the office of the principal.